Welcome to this explainer. Look, as a factory manager, I know you're constantly looking for ways to optimize, scale, and honestly, just stay ahead of the competition. So today, I'm going to step in as your personal strategic consultant. We're going to help you upgrade your shop floor with automated machinery, and together, we are going to build a blueprint for your success.
But before we build that factory of the future, we really need to ask a tough question about your current manual manufacturing processes. Are mistakes, wasted materials, and inefficiencies silently eating into your profit margins? Because in today's highly competitive manufacturing market, relying on manual measurements and human data entry, well, it's basically one of the biggest risks to your bottom line.
So, here is our consultation blueprint to fix that. First, we'll cover the power of G-code. Second, choosing your hardware. Third, specialized machinery. Fourth, the software brain, nesting. And finally, protecting your investment.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the power of G-code. Okay, let's dive right in and establish exactly how digital automation guarantees exact repeatability. You see, the foundation of modern manufacturing is CNC, or computer numerical control, and these CNC machines are governed by a programming language called G-code. I want you to think of G-code as this flawless digital brain that essentially takes over from human operators. It executes instructions perfectly, dictating the cutting paths, the tool changes, and the material feed rates literally down to the thousandths of an inch.
By adopting this technology, you are building the absolute ultimate defense against manual mistakes. You're drastically increasing production speed, practically eliminating human error, and gaining the flexibility to manufacture incredibly complex geometries. It means you can make the exact same complex design over and over again without a single deviation.
Moving right along to Section 2, choosing your hardware. Let's talk about the big hardware debate. As your consultant, I need to help you find the exact right tool for the specific materials you work with. Generally, you're looking at a choice between a CNC router and a CNC mill. Now, if your shop processes large plywood panels, MDF, or soft plastics, the router is absolutely your go-to. It uses a gantry structure to move super quickly over large flat sheets with high RPMs. But if you're machining deep pockets into, say, titanium brackets or thick steel blocks, you need the extreme rigidity, the moving table, and the lower RPMs of a mill. And the number 0.0004 brilliantly illustrates the kind of precision we are talking about here. Modern CNC routers can achieve movement accuracy up to 4/10,000ths of an inch. Seriously, let that sink in. That is the astonishing level of precision that G-code programming delivers directly to your factory floor. No human hand can compete with that.
All right, Section 3, specialized machinery.
Sometimes, a standard 3-axis router or mill just isn't quite enough to meet those really ambitious production goals. So let's explore some specialized equipment that can seriously elevate your capabilities. Take laser cutters, for instance. For highly intricate designs, CO2 or fiber laser systems are incredible tools. They use a focused beam of light to literally vaporize the material. This gives you pristine edges without any physical tool contact at all. No contact means no mechanical stress on the part, which is absolutely perfect for things like acrylics, wood, and even thin metals.
We also have CNC lathes for shaping cylindrical parts super rapidly. But you know what the real game changers are for high-volume shops? Those would be 5-axis machines and automatic tool changers. Adding 5-axis capabilities or automatic tool changers means your machine can run complex, multi-directional parts in a single setup without a worker ever stopping to swap out a bit. It's the ultimate secret to continuous unattended production.
Next up, Section 4, the software brain, also known as nesting.
Hardware is really only half the equation here. Let's look at the software side of things, because your software completely dictates your material yield and your overall factory efficiency. Consider the concept of nesting software. I like to think of it like packing a suitcase, but packing it perfectly every single time. It uses these highly complex algorithms to automatically rotate, mirror, and tightly pack your 2D and 3D shapes onto a single sheet of raw material. The entire goal is to minimize wasted space and maximize your yield.
To put that into perspective, without this optimization, bad manual layouts can waste 15 usable sheets of plywood out of every 100. That's a massive hit to your margins. Unless you actually enjoy throwing away expensive raw material, nesting software is just a non-negotiable asset for protecting your profits. Listen to what Richard Gannis, the CEO of Gannis MFG, has to say about this. He notes, you type one number wrong, and now you have 200 sheets that are 1/16th of an inch off. Fusion 360 has eliminated those kinds of errors. He hit the nail right on the head.
Automated software completely removes the devastating financial cost of human data entry errors. G-code guarantees that the exact dimensions you approve on your screen are exactly what gets cut on the machine.
Furthermore, top-tier software from companies like Cabinet Vision to AlphaCam now integrates intelligent label printing right at the cutting table. It prints a barcode or QR code for each part, which makes downstream assembly totally foolproof for your team. It can even track your usable offcuts with remnant management and perfectly match wood grains for high-end aesthetics. It's truly amazing what it can do.
And finally, Section 5, protecting your investment. Let's talk about securing your bottom line and keeping all this advanced equipment running flawlessly day in and day out. The absolute crucial point to remember here is that proactive, scheduled maintenance can reduce your machine downtime by a staggering 45%. Reactive maintenance, fixing things only after they break, costs 3 to 10 times more than just having a preventative program in place from day one. Because the reality is, most mechanical failures are entirely preventable. The data shows that 40% of mechanical failures come from inadequate lubrication and another 25% from simple chip and coolant contamination. Add in 20% for electrical issues. Basically, basic, routine housekeeping prevents the vast majority of shop floor breakdowns.
Implementing a structured daily, weekly, monthly, and annual maintenance schedule is absolutely critical to preserving your tolerances and extending the machine's lifespan. We're talking daily tasks like cleaning chips and checking fluids, weekly lubrication and coolant tests, monthly spindle runout checks, and annual professional calibrations. Stick to this, and your investment will continue to perform at its absolute peak.
When you combine the right hardware, intelligent software, and strict maintenance, the return on investment is just undeniable. The initial capital expenditure is quickly offset by having fewer manual operators, practically zero scrap or rework, massive ergonomic safety improvements, and the ability to win complex, high-margin contracts that manual shops simply cannot touch.
Your shop floor's evolution really begins with choosing the right automated tools. By embracing G-code and automation, you're not just buying a machine, you're buying predictability, unparalleled precision, and a highly profitable workflow. So as your consultant, I have to ask, are you ready to build the factory of the future? What will your first step be?